I'm not happy about this one, but I have to admit to a personal failing. I feel like a little bit of a coward in covering this in the way that I'm about to. See, Don Lemon, a man with a very memorable name, kicked off the Don Lemon Show recently with an interview with Elon Musk, who was meant to be one of the sponsors for the show, you know? And he did an interview with Elon Musk, and afterwards, Elon Musk dropped support for the show, and Don Lemon posted a video to Twitter saying, who dilly, you know? Elon sure does get a little salty sometimes when you ask him questions. That episode finally got posted. It's almost certainly copyright. Maybe it's not. If it's not copyright, if I find that out for sure in the future, which I don't know and you don't either, so don't pretend you do, maybe I'll cover the whole thing. Look at the titles. Look at the chapter headers. News on Twitter, Donald Trump endorsing a candidate. The new Tesla Roadster, all boring, fine. Relaxation in video games, okay. Tweeting and drug use. The Great Replacement Theory. Content moderation. DEI. Trans rights and the woke mind virus. And then following all of those subjects, advertisers on Twitter. You know, so my understanding then is that this is probably a very funny interview. Let me support my belief that this is a very funny interview. Elon Musk suggests that his prescription ketamine use is good for investors. From an investor standpoint, the Tesla and SpaceX CEO said, if there's something I'm taking, I should keep taking it. Here we have the two combatants dueling in the marketplace of ideas. Look at that. It links to the Twitter version of the video. It's on Twitter and it's on YouTube. Of course, Twitter's video player sucks. You know, nobody likes using X videos. In a new interview, Elon Musk said prescription ketamine has been helpful in treating his occasional depressive episodes. Now, keep in mind, first of all, wealthy people can get prescription anything. Second of all, from what other people have said, his use of ketamine is not occasional, and suggested that taking the drug has been beneficial for investors in the companies. Musk, speaking with former CNN anchor Don Lemon in an interview that was posted online Monday, claimed that he takes a small amount once every other week. This is a lie. There are other people who have worked at Twitter who have broadly discussed just like full on, like mainlining K, you know? Every addict says the same thing. Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like, what's that Whitest Kids You Know bit where Timmy's at the doctor and the doctor's like, you know, how many hot dogs did you have today? And Timmy's like, I had one for breakfast. And the doctor's like, did you by chance stop at the hot dog stand outside of the doctor's office before coming to see me? Yeah. Did you have a hot dog? Yeah. Did you have 2 hot dogs? Yeah. Did you bring a hot dog with you from home while walking to the doctor? And anyway, yeah, basically that. Whitest Kids You Know was so funny. Rip in peace, Trevor. Ketamine is helpful for getting one out of a negative frame of mind, the Tesla and SpaceX chief executive told Lemon. That's medical advice he's offering all of you. Musk was asked by Lemon whether ketamine could get in the way of his government contracts and his standing on Wall Street. Musk said no, then echoed language he's used in the past to explain his drug use. From the standpoint of Wall Street, what matters is execution. He originally mentioned his ketamine use on Twitter because I thought maybe this is something that could help other people. I was joking when I said it was medical advice. I haven't read the article. Okay, fantastic. That is medical advice from the wealthiest man in the world, everybody, in case you're wondering. Elon's drug use is so bad he was almost considered a security risk by the Army and NASA. Yeah, yes, we've covered this. His security clearance, has been threatened multiple times by this. The Wall Street Journal reported last month that Elon uses ketamine, a controlled substance, at parties. This is what people do when they use ketamine maybe once every 2 weeks. Sometimes even less than that, by the way. They do it at parties. This is how you can tell, that a person uses drugs very infrequently, when they're doing it at parties. NASA and the Air Force previously investigated Musk for smoking pot. That's funny. I like that. You know there's some like buzz cut lunatic, sociopath, West Point, Pentagon guy, who's like genuinely thinks that a person could get reefer madness and leak state secrets or something. Elon could, but not for the weed. That's a prescription party drug, excuse you, Lamau. Yeah, true, sorry. My God. Lemon was fired from CNN last April. Twitter said that they made a deal with him, but then they dropped the deal. Ketamine bad with your bladder, 100% Elon is going to be wearing diapers soon. Like it's bad for that when taking a lot. Really? That seems odd. Yeah, maybe he's already using diapers. Who knows? I mean, literally, who knows, right? I don't know. One of the things that I have to watch out for when taking ketamine is my bladder. I use it on a prescription for depression. Are you doing a bit? I don't care. I don't care. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, okay? I'll need to confirm later. Oh, wonderful. The Washington Post, 5 key moments from Elon Musk's interview with Don Lemon. I love it when they give me the rundown. If we can go over the full thing, we will, by the way. But until then, ketamine for depression is a real thing. I don't know. I just have Adderall and lithium, okay? I've got my own thing going on. I don't know. I don't know anything about ketamine. Link to the damn thing on Twitter instead of YouTube. Musk resists responsibility for hate speech on Twitter. But this is coming in the wake, by the way, of Elon Musk like banning everyone who mentions Stone, what's his name again? Stone Toss. I was thinking Stone Musk because of Elon Musk. Stone Toss's docs. And then he followed Andy No right after he posted docs of other people. Like he abides Andy No, but he's banning people for posting Stone Toss docs. You know that meme where they say you can get unbanned from Twitter by posting in the unban request, I was mass reported by Antifa for my free speech views? You know that? That's a real thing. I literally have like shitposting friends who repeatedly get out of Twitter bans by doing it. It actually works. Which means that Elon Musk has given specific instruction to the unban team to just unban people who seem right-wing, you know? Like, seriously, it works. When Lemon brought up instances of racist and anti-Semitic content on the platform, Musk argued such posts didn't violate Twitter's standards. I think we have responsibility to adhere to the law, Musk said, adding that if a post is illegal, we're going to take it down. To remove posts that don't break the law would mean we're putting our thumb on the scale or being censors, he argued. Hold on one second. Elon Musk. Under Elon Musk, Twitter has approved 83% of censorship requests by authoritarian governments. Elon Musk accepts far more censorship requests than the previous rulers of Twitter did, like by far. You know, Jack, the previous Twitter team, they were a lot more aggressive about fighting back against what they considered to be unjust requests for censorship. But like Elon Musk was literally banning people for criticizing authoritarian governments, like with Turkey and India, yeah. So just always remember that in case anyone tells you that Elon Musk is a free speech warrior. He was banning people for being critical of Erdogan in Turkey, and when he was called out for it on Twitter, his response was, but if I didn't do it, Erdogan said he would ban Twitter in Turkey. What choice did I have? Not only defending kowtowing to a dictator, but also openly stating what his price is for threatening. Musk suffers from depressive episodes, so would I if I was him. Musk describe his meeting with Donald Trump. I'm curious about this because it ties into Trump's fundraising issues. I'm going to ask about Musk recently reported counter. Happened by chance. Musk said it happened by chance while he was having breakfast at friend's home in Florida. So Donald Trump was gathering a collection of ultra-wealthy Republican donors, and you just happened to be in town. You, a billionaire, happened to be in town when that happened. Okay, gotcha. Great liar. When Lemon pressed for details about what was discussed, Musk seemed flustered and waited a few moments to respond. You know it's bad if the Washington Post is editorializing like this. Let's just say he did most of the talking, Musk said. He declined to specify what they spoke about, except to deny that Trump asked him to contribute to his presidential campaign or help pay his legal bills. Musk said that he does not plan to pay any or to donate to any candidate's campaign. I don't want to put a thumb on the scale monetarily. He did not rule out the possibility of endorsing a presidential candidate, adding that he's leaning away from Biden. Wow, what a mystery your politics are. America needs to move on from racism, Musk, apartheid emerald billionaire, said. He argued the country should move on and not make racism a constant subject. The Morgan Freeman argument, that's right. Of late, Musk has been retweeting posts that promote misinformation about the intelligence of racial minorities. Yeah, I remember that. Is this the video that discusses it? Hold on.
I need you to see this. Elon Musk is spreading a very specific kind of racism on the internet right now.
Elon started retweeting some of the most prominent race scientists.
Will Stancil! This guy's out there in the trenches day by day. He's really annoying, but you know what? I think he's our guy. He's really, really annoying, but he's also really funny, and I think that makes him our guy. He's a warrior.
this, and there was like nothing. No one. Chuck Schumer met with him after that. He is like the sort of patient zero for a lot of stuff right now.
Elon seems to really like this account. They've gone by a few names on the platform, but they share extremely racist content that argues that black people are innately intellectually inferior beings. We actually settled this debate generations ago, but Elon Musk is helping to bring it back.
Meet Louis Agassiz, a Swiss-born American biologist who believed that the races developed separately and were of different origins. In his view, Negroes were of the, quote, lowest grade of humanity.
Look at this graph. It shows the follower growth of this account over time. And many of those peaks that you're seeing are the moments when Elon Musk engaged with them over the last few years.
Yeah, I don't go over this like every time it happens, but just so you know, Elon literally replies to open neo-Nazi and like scientific racism and white nationalist accounts every single day. And it's not just like, oh, he doesn't know. He searches for them and finds it, and then he agrees with it. It's happened hundreds of times.
Simple response from Elon gives a fringe account like this one access to millions of users, drawing greater attention to these destructive ideas and earning this account tens of thousands of new followers. This page is part of a larger network of race science advocates on Twitter.
Tyler Durden 9968 or whatever that was.
People who use out-of-context IQ data and cherry-picked examples to make gross, sweeping statements about entire groups of people. And Elon Musk gobbles it up, pulling his audience of tens of millions of followers down the rabbit hole with him.
So yeah, if Elon Musk wants to stop making racism a constant subject, maybe he should not do that. We are all descended from slaves, Musk said during the interview with Lemon. Is that true? You and him both equally? Literally apartheid South African white man, ultra wealthy. Remarkable. Well, not everyone was a slave, Lemon corrected, adding that it was insulting for Musk to suggest that people who experience racism or discrimination should just move on and ignore the past. Musk rejects the idea that the buck stops with him. What? The most tense exchange in the interview arose when Lemon brought up Musk's previous statement that Twitter advertisers could kill the platform with a boycott. Several advertisers left the platform over concerns their ads were appearing alongside anti-Semitic content and other hate speech. Not just several advertisers, by the way. If you are using Twitter, then you know fully well that the only ads you're getting these days are like drop ship stuff from Temu getting bot spammed at you by a million accounts that all have blue checks, or by, like mobile game ads. When Lemon suggested the company's suspension of their advertising was a form of free speech and that Musk might bear responsibility if Twitter fails, he grew frustrated. You said, if they kill the company, it's them, but doesn't the buck stop with you? Lemon asked. Musk appeared rattled. Don, I have to say, choose your questions carefully, he responded. There's 5 minutes left. We need to get Elon Musk to do more interviews because the impression that I've gotten is that he's barely stable. It seems like, because like Donald Trump rarely does interviews with people who are oppositional, but when he does and he gets frustrated, he just calls them an idiot and leaves. Elon Musk is too autistic to like respond with the sort of Chad nonchalance of Donald Trump. So he actually starts getting like flustered and falters, you know? He breaks down. More people need to do this. What the fuck was that? I don't know, man. Elon's a wacky guy. I really hope this ends up clearing the content ID check so that I can cover it in its entirety. When Elon had his go f yourself meltdown with advertisers leaving in a New York Times interview, he looked like a non-functioning mess. You mean the interview where he didn't shave properly and had a patch of hair right here, which is something that only could have happened if he had shaved himself incompetently, and then multiple studio techs and makeup people had been shooed away from him by him because he didn't want them touching him because he's weird. Incredible stuff, really. So yeah, I'd say good news all around with regards to our least favorite billionaires. Yeah, and the CEO did a horrible job afterwards too. This is Don Lemon's statement after canceling the exclusivity deal. And keep in mind, Elon Musk was so embarrassed of the results of this interview that he canceled the deal he had with the Don Lemon show. Vosh, I love how you hyper-focus on those details. It's so catty. It's not. It's a big deal, like I said before. Doing a New York Times interview as the wealthiest man in the world, missing a portion of your beard while shaving is insane. You don't just go out there after shaving yourself, you know. An entire team of people looks over you. The only way they wouldn't have caught that is if he pushed them away. He shooed them away. You know, Like, imagine you're going to do like a gigantic live performance, and because you're a wreck and a ketamine addict, you don't shave properly and you look like shit. And then, of course, it's time for makeup to go over you. There are multiple people whose job it is to oversee, to make sure that you look presentable for television. They would have caught that instantly. Why didn't they? Because he didn't want to be seen by them. And I mean, hey, if he doesn't want to be seen by them, that's his right. It's an interview. It's not like you're doing a television show, you know? You're not wearing a costume. It's insane. It's indicative of a level of psychosis that I haven't ever seen at that level before, and I'm not kidding. No, Chuck DeSloth, Boris Johnson just had mussy hair. He didn't have a patch of unshaved beard on his jaw. Elon Musk cancels the partnership I had with Twitter. Applies a new show. Full support. Digital town square for all. There were no restrictions on the interview that he agreed to, and my questions were respectful and wide-ranging. We had a good conversation. Clearly, he felt differently. Our conversation will be available on YouTube, where you listen to podcasts, and wherever you listen to podcasts, and Twitter. This will be the first of many episodes in the Don Lemon Show. I don't really like Don Lemon that much. That being said, it seems like he actually held Elon to the fire to some extent, which is pretty cool. So I'll have to see.